It's time for another episode of TipTrials, this time UI designs in 10 minutes, 1 minute and 10 seconds. Let's get started.
TipTrials.
Hello everybody and welcome back to TipTrials. Today I'm going to attempt to create a upload media page for a CMS user interface and I'm going to do it in 10 minutes, in 1 minute and in 10 seconds and see how much the quality degrades each time that I attempt the quicker time. We're going to be doing it inside my workbook here. Probably seen this on Instagram. I've just got a couple of my little designs that I've been working on. And we're going to start off today's challenge with the 10-minute version. I'm going to try and talk my way through the theory for this one because I know that it's going to be a little bit of a long time, the 10 minutes. And then obviously as the time gets faster, there's probably going to be less and less explanation of each segment as we go on. So without any further ado, let's just jump right in. Okay, so 10-minute version first. Let's just start that clock rolling. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so 10 minutes, that's plenty of time. Let's start off by drawing our screen so we know what we're working with. I'm going to do it in a sort of standard-ish 16:9 style. And I'm just going to take a quick moment as well to determine what functionality is going to be needed. So this is going to be the media upload page for a content management system. So you need the ability to do several functions here. There's going to be uploading, obviously, uploading media. There's going to be folders, perhaps, a nice system to pop all your media into. You're going to need a, what else? You'll need details on each piece of media. You'll also need a search tool and a filter, plus the ability to delete stuff and bring up overlays with more information. That's probably enough for us to get started on this. So first of all, we need to draw the containing user interface. So we'd need a panel down the side with some information like where you are within inside the UI and a toolbar along the top with various information. So this might have things like your dashboard, your media page with like a drop down that shows where you are, and then other pages within the CMS. So that would just be blocks of text telling you where you are within the system. We are going to be on this page. So if we make the accent color orange, we could highlight in orange that is where we are. On this page then, we'd probably need, first of all, let's do the search and the filter. So let's have that be at the top of the page here. Your search function could be just a normal search bar, like so. And the filter would be a similar drop down. So you could drop that down and it would open up like so if you were to do that. Yeah, and it would have text like that. That can live maybe on its own little bar here. And then it could be perhaps a breadcrumb or something letting you know that that's where you are within the entire system. Additionally then, underneath that, you could have your main media pool. And I just realized I've drawn an overlay already, so I'm just going to have to compensate for that. Nice neat lines, making sure to be as accurate as possible because these thumbnails might be used by different people. 6 minutes, 7 minutes left. Wow, not a lot of time at all. So maybe up here then we'd need something like where you are. And then there'd be a sidebar. Hello, Phoebe. You can probably hear my cat meowing in the background there. A sidebar with, this would be where your list of folders are kept. So this would be folder 1, folder 2, folder 3, and there'll be some kind of indication of what one you're currently in. You could also stick the recycle bin here as well. And then inside this section here is where you'd actually be adding your media. So this could be like an upload media, add new button. Then there'd be a list of other media assets there. You'd probably need a series of buttons as well. So you'd need another section here where your variable function buttons would go. So if you have things selected, you'd obviously move between folders from there. You'd also delete selected, that sort of thing from there as well. So let's draw in a few of our boxes here. Each one of these would be a piece of media. Wow, it's hard to do this without turning the page. So if this is very wonky from the top down view, which it is, but oh well, then I apologize for that. So each one of these would be an upload. They'd need a name, and you could also put some more information there as well. Maybe the delete info and extra stuff maybe appears on a hover. So maybe if you were to hover over, like if I did this a bit larger, it would have like a name, then it would have your delete icon, and then like your more info icon there as well with your actual media image like that. So that would extend obviously all the way down. And continue. Now this would all work on a grid system, so each of these would be exactly the same size and you wouldn't have to bother with any of that. Starting to rush because I've only got 4 minutes. That's okay. Still got to make sure you're doing it properly. So here's all your text, like so. You'd also probably need some way to navigate pages because chances are you're going to have more than one page worth of content. So from here, you can upload, depending on what you've got selected. You can add or remove stuff from folders. I just make one of those folders the actual recycle bin. Then you don't have to worry about redesigning a new page for deleted objects because it would look exactly the same. There's something like that. Let's just quickly pop in the simile of text here. And let's start working on color. So anything bold, anything interactive, we'll put in this nice orange. So that'll be any of your clickable elements here. Any of your confirm buttons, they'd be in this nice bold orange, like so. Also where you are inside the interface. The upload will probably have some orange in it. And maybe like each of these icons on each of the pieces of media would have orange. Let's take our 2 lighter grays. Quickly find which one's which. Okay, so that's our slightly darker grey, and then we've got our really dark grey here. Nice. So the really dark grey obviously makes sense to be the background. We're going to go for a nice dark UI interface here, because everybody likes a night mode. And we'll just quickly pop this in. Now I like this because anything that's exceptionally dark is clearly background. It's clearly non-interactive if you make it this dark. Okay, whereas then if you start working with your middle grey, which is one of these two, this one, you can start filling in elements like this here. Okay. And then bearing in mind that in the actual interface, this black line wouldn't be there. If you were then to fill in your background here with the lighter grey, as well as this strip, it indicates that that is the tab that you've got selected. You've got that tab open. So you could then start to indicate what level of the interface you're at. Brighter the color, the more active the information. Whatever you're currently working with, wherever you're currently located, is the brighter grey. Okay, looks pretty good. So we could also just fill these in as well, because we know that they're going to be obviously variable. And that leaves us with a little bit of space then, with a minute left, to just quickly pop in this information. Just to help create that kind of grid. Nice dark bit here makes that upload icon stand out. And then with our last few precious seconds, we can just fill in the rest of this interface here. So obviously there's a lot of information missing from this section, but that's fairly comprehensive. This obviously dropped down so it's brighter, and then this middle gray, this one here, for any of these elements which are selectable but not currently selected, like so. And with 5 seconds to spare, I've even got time to fold up my ruler. How's that? Beep, 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 beep. Thank you very much. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. 10 minutes work. Probably would have done that a bit quicker if this was real life. I wouldn't have spent 10 minutes on that one thing. Maybe because I was explaining my way through it, it took a little bit longer. Let's see how much of that I can recreate in a minute. Now, it shouldn't be too bad because I've already designed it now. So let's pop 1 minute on the clock. And give it a go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's going. So let's be a bit quicker this time around. Just got to start with a nice rectangle. Probably don't have time for the ruler, but that's okay. Shouldn't technically need one anyway. You should be good enough for drawing straight lines, but I'm not. Let's continue without the ruler. So we've got our sidebar and our top bar. We've then got our 2 selectable area buttons. Oh, this is already getting more sloppy because I'm starting to panic. And then our our search menu and our drop down menu, as well as title information. God, I've got 20 seconds, honestly. Oh God, here we go. I'm panicking. Oh, page numbers. Oh, that is a nightmare. That is a nightmare. 1 minute. Very sloppy. You know what? I'm going to move these because I'm not going to need them. All right, and let's try and get the 10-second one down. This is going to be even more hilarious. Let's give it a go. Sorry for the lighting in this video. It's acting all sorts of weird today. My camera's trying to compensate for the darkness and let you get in all these weird cross lines. But you know what? Who cares? These videos are fun and quick. 10 seconds on the clock. Edit. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we've got our rectangle. This is our computer screen. On our computer screen, we've got our interface. In our interface, we have 2 sections for buttons. Okay. Do you know what? Shut up. That's that is more than enough. That is more than enough for today. I think it's clear to see that even with this shoddy camera, 10 seconds is not enough time. A minute is not enough time. 10 minutes might be enough time. You can see from this stuff here how long then that's really going to take. Yeah. I expected to do a little bit better than that. I'm not going to lie. But, you know, you live and learn. So thanks very much for watching, everybody. I really do appreciate it. Let me know if you want more of these types of videos. Sorry for the camera. I'll figure that out next episode. If it didn't bother you, then great. And I'll see you all next time on the next episode of TipTut. Until then, keep being creative, and I'll see you later.
Remember to subscribe for more tips, tricks, and tutorials. Thanks for watching.